We've all had moments that break us down, searching for light when the world spins round. But in those cracks, the purpose is born, a new way to live when the old is torn. It's more than a story, it's the rise from the fall, a place where your purpose starts to call. With Dr. Stephenson, wisdom takes flight, turning your pain into hope, into light. Collide with purpose, embrace the change. Every story's got a fire in its flame. Tune in, listen, find your way to take life's hardest hits and turn the page. In the podcast, the truth is found. Collide with purpose, let love abound. From heartbreak to strength, the lessons unfold. It's about how we rise, not the stories we've told. Guests with their journeys, sharing their light. In every collision, there's power in sight. It's more than a talk, it's the wisdom we gain through every struggle, through every pain. With conversations that open the door to purpose, to power, to so much more. Collide with purpose, embrace the change. Every story's got a fire in its flame. Tune in, listen, find your way to take life's hardest hits and turn the page. In the podcast, the truth is found. Collide with purpose, let love abound. So come as you are, with your scars and fears. This is the place where the truth appears. Turn your trials into stepping stones. Find the strength to cling your throne. Collide with purpose, embrace the change. Every story's got a fire in its flame. Tune in, listen, find your way to take life's hardest hits and turn the page. In the podcast, the truth is found. Collide with purpose, let love abound. A collision with purpose, your journey starts here. In every conversation, we'll wipe away fear. Find your purpose, let your life ignite. With Dr. Stephenson, you'll find your light.
All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome to Life-Changing Conversations to Inspire Actions, the podcast that challenges you to reflect deeply and take bold steps towards transformation. I'm your host, Dr. Laxley Stephenson. In each episode, we uncover the powerful life-defining moments that have shaped the lives of our guests. Ordinary people who have turned adversity into triumph. But this isn't just about their stories. It's about you, the listener. It's about your actions to ignite your purpose and create meaningful changes in your lives. Today, I am joined by a remarkable guest, Mrs. Nerissa Stephens, acting principal at London Primary and Infant School. Together, we will cut through the noise, tap into her potential, and inspire action. The time for change is now. So let us get started. I'm not even going to bother with a major introduction of her. I'm going to bring her on immediately, and we're going to get the conversation going because I know she has so much to share, and she'll be sharing with you. So instead of me telling you who she is, she will tell you who she is. So let me bring her on. There she is.
Hi, everyone. How are you doing, Dr. Stephenson?
I am doing awesome. How are you?
I am doing quite well myself. I must say thank you for having me on your show today. I am really excited to be here.
I am so excited to have you here. You are
Thank
acting
you.
principal at a school that I attended, Little London Primary School.
Yes.
So this is a very important interview for me. And I didn't even want to get too involved because I want you to introduce yourself and tell all those who are watching us who you are. So just tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got into this business and how you became the principal, acting principal at Little London Primary School.
Well, most definitely. How I started out. Well, at first I was a student at Little London Primary School, which I find that to be quite ironic to say because it's my alma mater. And now I am in a leadership position as the acting principal at Little London Primary. Now, I have over 15 years of experience in education, teaching at Little London Primary because there is where I started my journey in education. I have taught basically all subjects at the primary level. That's language arts, mathematics, integrated studies, science, social studies. What am I leaving out? Reading, right? And I started I mentioned that I started my educational journey at Little London. Then I attended the Manning's School. Is a prominent high school in Westmoreland. Leaving from Manning School, I attended the Bethlehem Moravian College. That's in St. Elizabeth, where I pursued a diploma in education, and I specialized in mathematics.
Mm.
Moving from there, I was employed to Little London Primary, I think in the year 2008. I was employed at Little London, and you will get that story a little bit later because that is a phenomenal story, just to say. Following that, I did a degree in primary education with International University of the Caribbean. Now, I have worked at Little London Primary over the years. I think I was acting senior teacher at one point, but just for a short period of time. And then the vacancy came up for vice principal. I went ahead and I applied. Now, I was successful in the interviews and I was appointed as vice principal of Little London Primary. Now, very sadly, our principal passed shortly, not shortly after, about a couple of years after, but recently she passed. And due to her passing, I started acting as principal, which is a very sad occasion. However, it was necessary for the school to continue to benefit the students and the community.
Absolutely.
So that is how I got to this particular position. Yeah.
Mm. Lots going on there. Lots to unpack.
It's a lot, I'm telling you.
But what inspired you? How did the current education? What inspired you?
Well, to be honest with you, I I I did not start out with the intention of becoming a teacher. When I left high school, I was more inclined to art. So I really wanted to attend the Edna Manley School of the Visual and Performing Arts. And when I say art, I mean like art and craft. That's where visual arts, that's where my passion was. And I left high school at age 15. So when I left and I applied to Edna Manley, I was told that I need to go and build my profile. So I did not get to be enrolled that particular year. Now, coming from a very poor background, I really didn't have the money. My family didn't have the resources to send me to another school, or we were depending solely on student loan for me to go to Edna Manley. Now, because of the lack in resources, we decided that, okay, I'll start working so that I can build I got employed at Little London High, which is very close by, my neighboring school, at age 16. I was 15 plus, so it's now 16. And I worked for 2 years there as an administrative assistant. Now, there were some other young ladies within the office who they said that they were applying for Teachers College. And they said that they were applying for Bethlehem Moravian College. So I said, okay, well, you build bonds with people while you work with them. So we developed a friendship and we said, all right, all of us would be applying. And that is where it started. Everything just changed. There was just a direct change. I got accepted. All of us got accepted, as a matter of fact. So we got sorted out. I saved up a little money from my salary, and that assisted me in enrolling into Bethlehem. When I got to Bethlehem, I realized that, okay, the passion for art was still there. And I realized that I could insert this passion into education. And so it also highlighted some of the other areas, some of my other strengths, right? In terms of creativity and how I can present a lesson to students and so forth. When I got the knowledge of how this is done, I realized that, okay, I really had a touch of this within me, So that's where my career started off in education. It was never my intention to be a teacher. However, funny enough, I do have other educators in my family because my sister is a teacher and my brother is also a teacher. So I guess it's intrinsic. So, yeah.
And you're so passionate. I can hear the passion.
I'm telling you, I don't think you would understand the magnitude of passion that is within me to actually work with children, to work with educators, just to collaborate and to get to reach certain goals.
Wow. And let's back up a little bit and let's set it straight. Where is Little London Primary School located in Jamaica? Because we have folks watching from Ghana, from Kenya, and from other parts. So let's lay it out for us.
All right. So Little London Primary is located in Westmoreland. That's way in the western region of Jamaica, right? It's located in Westmoreland. And I don't know how familiar the audience is with Negril, which is a tourist resort, very, very popular tourist resort. So it's located between Savannah Lamar, which is the parish capital, and Negril, right? Nestled right in the middle there. Yeah.
I have visited Kenya, and they do have primary schools, and so similar type of a setup. And they do have secondary schools and high schools. So what's like the age for the age parameters to attend a primary school in Jamaica?
All right. So with our school, specifically our school, we have an infant department. So it's one school, Little London Primary and the infant, right? So for the infant, we accept children who are 3 years old, and it goes up to 5 or 6 years old. Once they attain that age, then they are now promoted to the primary school at age 6 or 5 plus. So if the child is 5 plus and will become 6 by December of the school year, then the child can go to grade 1. And it spans up to age 12/13 sometimes. It depends on the month that the child was born.
And you got into this position as acting principal because of a very unfortunate situation.
Very, very unfortunate situation.
Yes, because very unfortunate. However, you have a job that you
must do.
And you're doing it. So as acting principal, how do you approach leadership, and what do you think are the key qualities of an effective educational leader?
Well, that is a very, very good question. But what I can say, leadership takes in a lot, quite a number of skills, a number of disciplines, right? Now, a leader must be a listener first and foremost. Must be a listener, because I'm sorry, my phone was distracting me. Right. So a leader must be a listener. Individuals must be able to come to you. Stakeholders, teachers, students must be able to express their concerns. They should also be able to take suggestions to you, and you are able to effectively listen to these individuals. A leader must also have the skill of collaboration, because at the end of the day, they say teamwork makes the dream work. You alone as a leader cannot do it all. You need individuals who will work together with you to achieve this goal that you set out, to the vision that you have for your institution, right? A leader must also be strategic. You must have strategic skills to make plans and to deliver them in such a way that everyone is benefited. Also, you must be transparent in all that you're doing, so persons can hold you accountable. If you say this is going to be done, then you can share it to say it was achieved, right? There are so many other skills that leaders must possess, but these are just a few.
Absolutely. I appreciate you sharing that. Of course, prior to taking on the acting principal position, you were, was it the assistant principal?
Yeah, the vice principal.
A vice principal. So you've been involved with the development of these students for quite a while.
Yes.
Can you share a specific project or initiative at the primary school that you are particularly proud of because you did something or implemented it?
Well, sure. Now I'm thinking if I should share, since I've been acting principal or before when I was vice principal, I could share both.
Both.
I try to make it as short as possible.
Okay.
Right, so as vice principal, I implemented a reading program from grades 1 to 3. Now, this reading program was initiated because when we did our assessment or reading assessment, we realized that majority of the students were not reading at the level that they were supposed to be reading. And this was affecting, reading is foundational. So we realized that it was affecting the other subject areas, right? So after doing that particular evaluation, I collaborated with some teachers, and we decided that, okay, it would be necessary for a reading program to be put in place to address where the students were lacking. And we realized that in terms of the areas of lack, we looked at alphabet, we looked at the concept of print, we looked at phonological awareness, phonics, and high frequency words. So these were the main areas that the reading program focused on. And we realized that before students can actually master these skills, before they can become fluent readers, they had to master these skills. So we employed quite a number of strategies. If I should mention some, like case matching, we used the sandbox for the students to trace out the letters of the alphabet to see what they look like, to feel the direction in which they are formed. We use text cards. When it comes on to the print concept, we help them to understand that there is a connection between the spoken word and the written word. Mm-hmm. And when it came on to decoding now, we use what is called the rubber band stretch, and we use syllable clap and count. We use Elkonin boxes. Those are a few of the strategies that we used. And for the high frequency words, now these are words that are in basically every passage that you read. Any article that you take up, these words, you will find them there. In order to get the students to be familiar with these, we use the Dolch sight word list. We use word games, we use bingo. But in general, if I should say, what we had to do was to create a routine. So as soon as the students came in the mornings and we complete the preliminaries, then we would have the students participating, all students across the grades 1 to 3. We would have them participating in this reading exercise. They would do the letter sound song while pointing at the letters so they could identify what each letter looked like. We also utilized videos, the Leapfrog Letter Factory video. We also use the Talking Word Factory. And we also had the teachers doing the letter sound song within the classroom. And while they are doing the song, they're associating each sound with an action. So the students can, once they do the action, they can remember this is the letter, this is the sound for it. We did a lot of stretching and chunking. And we realized that we had to reevaluate and then create a new activity for some students who were not really performing up to par using these strategies. So we had to switch some of the strategies out and interchange so that we could benefit all the students. And I'm telling you, not all the students got to the level that we wanted them to be at the end of the period that we implemented the program. However, majority of them, so we could see the success of the program. Yeah.
It's awesome.
The second program.
Okay.
For the second program now, since I was appointed as acting principal, I looked into a particular situation that is at our school. Over the years, we have, Little London in general is an area where we've always had a water crisis in terms of potable water. So the pipelines are there, however, water barely runs in the pipes. So from time to time, we realized that we had to be dismissing school because there's no water at school. And I mean, no water leads to hygienic issues. So what we did after assessing the situation again, I sought individuals whom I could reach out to assist in this. And of course, I have to give you the commendation, sir, where it is necessary. You were one of the individuals whom came up on our list and the connection was made. And I must say that thank you so much to you and your team, sir. Global Humanities, we received 2 1,000-gallon water tanks, and this helped to mitigate the situation that we faced. We installed them. Currently we have a rainwater harvesting system on the infant department. So right now, the infant department is never out of water. The students were never ever sent home another day to say that, we had to dismiss because there is no water. For the primary school, we now have 2 water tanks there supplying the school. And we basically formed a little alliance with NWC, that's the National Water Commission of Jamaica. So they supply us with potable water. They fill the tanks every 2 days, they fill the tanks for us. So again, I say we are very grateful because the students can now stay in school all day, unless for other circumstances. They can stay in school all day and the instructional time is not shortened any at all.
And water is it's a necessity, right?
I'm saying it is. There's a slogan, water is life. If you don't have water, yeah.
Absolutely. So, my organization, we are, very pleased that we're able to play a role.
Yeah.
So you have enough tanks now to do what you need to do?
Well, we are still seeking more because for the primary section, we have about 400 and odd students, and we only have 2 1,000 gallons supplying that. However, because of the partnership that we formed with NWC, they visit twice per week. But if we get some more water tanks, then it will kind of cut down on the amount of time that they will have to, come in to supply the water. And we're also looking, I don't want to jump the gun in a sir, but we are also looking at implementing a rainwater harvesting system on the primary department too, because the roof is set in a particular way that once the rain falls, the water is just sent down. However, it's just being wasted because it's not channeled
into a particular area where we can house it and the students can benefit from it. So we are looking into that. We just need some other persons online, on board with us to really work on that.
But, we should also commend Mrs. Hilda Hibbert.
Yes, most definitely. Mrs. Hilda Hibbert, our school's chairman, she has done so much for us since she got on board with us. She has been working assiduously to assist us in mitigating many of the situations that we have that are affecting our students negatively. She has been working, sir.
And when I reached out to her and I asked her what are the needs, and she said water was a big issue.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
You don't have all the things you need now, so we need to really take a deeper look at that to see how we can get some assistance. So if you're watching this program and you are able to, Little London Primary and Infant Schools still need more water tank, and it's those 1,000-gallon black tanks, right?
Yeah, that's what we use.
That's what we use out there. So if you're watching and you're able financially, please step up and do your part. That's all we ask. Does that sound good?
That's okay.
Right. I think let's take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to play some videos and show the school itself in action, students in action in the school. So let's take a quick break, and we'll come back and talk about that. All right?
Okay.
I'm a boy kid. I'm a boy kid. I'm a boy kid. I'm a boy kid. I wake up in the morning and I praise the Lord. I thank Him for His protection, and I walk in His steps, declaring that today's provision is set up for me. I love God and I love my friends. I'm a bold kid. I'm a bold kid. I'm a bold kid. I put on my armor and I read His word, blessing come out of my mouth, cause I know to whom I belong. I am bold for Christ, Holy Spirit dwelling within me, carrying His presence wherever He sends me. I'm a bold kid, I'm a bold kid, I'm a bold kid, I'm a bold kid. Loving others as He told me to pray for healing, miracles to see, knowing my identity in Christ, He is in me. I am a bold kid, He loves me, standing firm on His word, proclaiming everything I heard, not afraid because He is with me. Be bold. I'm a bold kid, I'm a bold kid, I'm a bold kid, I'm a bold kid. Put on my armor and I read His word, blessing come out of my mouth, because I know to whom I belong. I am bold for Christ, Holy Spirit dwelling within me, carrying His presence wherever He sends me. I'm a bold kid, I'm a bold kid, I'm a bold kid, I'm a bold kid.
All right, welcome back. Welcome back to Life-Changing Conversations to Inspire Actions. And my guest is Ms. Nerissa Stephens, acting principal of Little London Primary School. And see, I'm promoting you now, I'll give you a high school principal. That's a good thing. And infant school. And I think that's even more important than even high school, but that's where it's all begins. Especially in the infant.
Yeah, the foundation of learning.
That's where it's really at, So what's the population? I think you had said 400 students.
No, that's for the primary school only. Overall, we have roughly 600 and more, students.
What's the ratio?
In terms of students?
Yeah.
Well, it's 1 to 35 currently. 1 to 35.
Is that considered good, bad?
It works. It's workable. However, when we look at the caliber of students, when we look at the population of the students, in some cases we have to minimize the number of students per teacher, because we are talking about inclusion, having students of all levels, all different intelligences. we have to educate them. So we have a mixture of students coming to the school. So as a school, even though the ratio is 1 to 35 stipulated by the Ministry of Education, we actually cut down on some of the numbers per teacher in the institution so that we can better cater to all the students, because some students they need more individual time than others.
What about the infant school? How many students?
The infant school is 138 students.
That's a big infant school, isn't it?
Yeah. You know, I quoted the 38 incorrectly. It's 100, it's not 38, it's 128 students. But yes, it is a big infant school.
And how many teachers do you have there?
Pardon me, how many?
Teachers.
We have 6 teachers at the infant department. Currently, we are only utilizing 5 of them.
Okay.
So yes, 6 teachers,
Awesome.
6 caregivers.
I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to play a video. Well, let's show the school. All right.
Right.
Let's play a video. And then after the
Yes,
video,
sir.
you can talk to us about it. All right.
Sure. Go ahead.
Wow.
Yeah.
What is that all about?
I mean, that was an exciting day. Very, very exciting day at Little London Primary. As you see, you saw it in the video, the students could not keep still. They were bumping, they were screaming, they were they were over the board with excitement. So that particular day, we had Captain I Can and the motivational team come in, and they motivated the students. They spoke to the teachers. They had a parent empowerment session with all the parents gathered in one classroom, and the robot spoke to the parents and so forth. They had the students doing affirmations. As you can hear, the song itself is motivational. It says, I can, I will, never give up, never give in. So it actually inspired. The day was just about inspiring the students, inspiring the staff, and inspiring the parents in general. You know, it was an awesome day, I'm telling you. Very, very awesome day.
I can never give up. Powerful stuff. You know, how do you maintain that type of motivation after setting it like this? How do you keep that going?
Well, you know, during our devotional exercises, I realized that you had it. Was it you that had it on your your banner there. I'm not remembering clearly, but in devotions every single morning, we have the students repeating that I can do all things through
Mhm.
Christ who strengthens me.
Mhm.
And we do this with such passion, that the students actually believe it. I mean, you're not going to get all the students at once, but over time you realize that the students actually believe it, and you see the difference in the way that they actually go about doing their classwork, the way how they move on the compound and so forth. So yeah. And
Mm.
even in other areas, we have the guidance counselor who goes to classes and she motivates the students at the beginning of every year, every school year, every school term. They have motivational sessions, and we continue with the parents as well. We had just last week, Thursday night, we had a parent empowerment session online, where different individuals came online and they spoke to the parents, encouraging them to continue to take care of their children, continue to look forward, look out for them, and to motivate them into becoming great individuals, especially for the benefit of the community and the world at large. Because, when these students, a couple of years after now, these students are adults, they will be the ones who are taking over from us.
Wow.
So,
Powerful, powerful. I know you have goals
yeah.
as acting principal and as principal. I know you have goals. Share some of those with us. What type of lasting impact do you want to have on the school and the students?
Well, my goals basically are broken down into compartments, if I may say, or subjects.
Mhm.
So, short term, in terms of my short term goals, what I would what I'm really looking forward for is stability and to
Mhm.
strengthen the school operations. So on a day-to-day basis, I want to ensure that all the staff, all the students are safe, and the environment is just supportive, and I can basically address all of the concerns that they have, all the pressing concerns. I also intend to continue to work on building a strong relationship with the students and the teachers, the parents, and the wider community, because we want to promote a sense of unity, a sense of cooperation. Also, one of the goals that I have, one of the immediate goals, is to assess and to address urgent needs, because when you cater to the needs of individual, you get them on board. You understand? Whatever it is that they need to achieve, it is best to cater to their needs first before you can start teaching them anything or expecting anything from them. So one of the goals is to just identify and prioritize the pressing needs, such as right now, when we talk about the school itself, one of the major needs right now is the infrastructural improvements,
Mhm.
as well as the resource shortages and just support services for the students.
Mhm.
So those are what I'm focusing on short term. When we look at the long term goals now, or well, let me not go to long term, but the medium term goals then.
Mhm.
My strategic goals. I most definitely want to improve the academic performance of our students. So I I mean, working with the stakeholders of the institution, the intention is to develop and implement targeted strategies that will help to enhance the students' achievement. And when I'm specifically talking about the literacy and the numeracy areas, right?
Let's talk about the literacy piece,
Yeah,
right? And you
sure.
plan to create and implement a comprehensive reading program, but
Right,
you have some challenges there.
right.
Sources, for instance. Let's talk about that a bit.
All right. So for the reading program, based on the needs of the students, we are having a little, well, it's not really a little challenge, but we we are short on resources. Just stating it as it is.
And we're talking money.
Not money only. Money is one, but we're talking about hands-on things that the students can use inside the classrooms. Once it is literacy-based or numeracy-based, we need more resources. I mean, money provides the resources, but if it is that individuals don't have money and they would love to just send some of the resources wherever they're accessible to you, we
Let's be as specific as you can when you talk about resources.
All right, we're talking about, all right, let me go to numeracy, right? Numeracy. We're talking about like abacus. These are simple manipulative. We're talking about Dean's block, hundreds block, clock faces, like number lines, balancing scales. Yeah. Are you understanding what I'm saying? These kind of, that kind of manipulative. For reading or literacy, we're talking about anything that has to do with the alphabet, any charts whatsoever, just any manipulative that has a letter on it. Once we can utilize it to enhance the literacy needs of the students, then that's what I'm talking about.
Okay. So what I would like to see from my standpoint as the CEO of a nonprofit organization is to get a list of tools, resources for the literacy program and the numeracy program, and then we can use that list to see how we can garner support.
Sure.
Let's work on getting that. All right.
Definitely so.
You know, also there's some issues with perimeter wall fencing, and why is that a problem?
Yes. So as we speak, we have started the wall. Well, it's to the rear of the school. We have chain link fences to the front and the sides of the school. Those are in a deplorable condition. However, to the back, we have started a wall, which we intend to just take straight around the entire school. This is for safety and security purposes. Meaning, we have individuals, the school is situated within a community. Currently, we have individuals entering the school property through the fences because there are persons who don't really show much favor to the school, if I should state it like that. They cut the fences, the chain link fences, so that they can get access, because I use it as shortcut. And I know that you would understand that term, you know. So they trespass on the property so they can get somewhere else in a shorter period of time, because that would give them a short distance. So the chain link fences are not really ideal, and that is why we started the initiative to build a wall. Now the wall, I'm sorry I don't have a picture here. I could have given you a picture, but we started the wall. We have been working on it over the years. However, resources, again, in terms of monetary resources, we are lacking. And so every time we get a chance, we add another layer. Right now, I think the columns are to be placed in. We still have the members of the community walking through the opening where the column should be casted. So they walk through and they just walk through the school at any given time.
And listen to you talking about that, I can't help but wonder, shouldn't that be done, supported by the Ministry of Education?
Well, the ministry does support safety and security initiatives in schools. However, due to the number of schools and the conditions that they are in, they have to prioritize. But we, honestly speaking, from my perspective, I wouldn't want to sit in the chair and wait on my name to be called to get that particular benefit while the students are at risk. So if I can reach out to individuals who can just lend a helping hand, we can get the school safe and secure, then that would be a plus. That would be,
It's not your style or leadership style to get in the line, basically.
No, not to sit and wait. I'm not going to cut the line, no. I'm not going to cut the line, but if I can assist in getting these resources, then most definitely. Because honestly, I dread the day that something bad happens at our school in terms of a child leaving the compound because the place is not fully enclosed, or somebody entering the compound and harming anybody at all there.
Exactly.
So yeah, whatever I can do to assist in that area, I will most definitely do
Well,
that.
security safety is a priority, right?
Definitely top of the list.
Top of the list, top of the list. You know, and it's I imagine it's difficult for students to learn in an environment that is not safe. It does affect their ability to
It
learn.
affects them. Yeah.
I would think so. So is nutrition, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So we talk about a breakfast program, right? And
Yes.
what's going on with that?
Well, we had a breakfast program up and running where community members supported at one time, but I'm assuming that it's due to certain financial constraints on their part why they could not continue with such. Also, the National Products Limited, they normally supply the school with like porridge mixes and probably in your time, do you remember bun and milk?
I remember there was so much bun and milk. What did we?
They usually send some.
I remember bulgur.
Yeah, in your time it would be bulgur and milk,
Yeah,
milk.
bulgur.
What's that? Milk powder.
Yeah, milk powder. That's what I
Yes,
remember.
yes,
Bulgur and milk powder.
that is it.
That was the
But
lunch.
over the years, things have changed a little. So now we started getting bun and milk until it's now at porridge mixes, fruit juices. They get water and they still get the bun. So that we usually use that to help with the breakfast program. However, over time it just diminished,
Right.
So and I do realize that there are students who are coming to school without a healthy meal in the mornings, and it does affect their learning. So we were looking into actually implementing our own Little London Primary and Infant School breakfast program. Now, in order to do this, we are looking at starting our own farm right on the school compound. Not a very big farm, but we can grow some produce that could help to feed the children for breakfast. So we could raise some chickens. We could also raise some layers for the chickens. We talked about selling the chickens back to the school so we can get some profit from that to buy like sausages that we can do for ourselves for breakfast, right? Some items that we can't raise or grow for ourselves for breakfast. Then we would do some layers. The layers would produce egg, so the students can get whether boiled or fried egg in the morning with some dumplings or, something to that effect. And I mean, the entire community would benefit. Everybody would benefit from the farm.
Of course.
So, yeah.
My question, do students pay for lunch?
Well, honestly speaking, some do. Some students pay for lunch. You mean in general?
In general, yeah.
Yes, in general, students pay for lunch.
They pay for the lunch. So,
Yes, there's an initiative by the government that's called PATH, the program of it actually helps to cut down on the amount of money that a child pays for lunch in the school because the ministry supplies compensation.
depending on the financial status and so forth of the students and parents.
So a reduced cost is paid. But besides that, we still have students who don't have it. Literally don't have it. But
what percentage of the students would you say fall in
just it's not a lot of students, but most of them are from close communities within this major community here.
Yeah. Now I'm thinking that in that situation where they don't have it financially.
Yeah.
What percentage would you say? It says not that high.
No, it's not a lot. Probably about probably 25 to probably I'm even estimating it too much. About 20% of the population, I'm thinking are little.
20% of 600. So
Yeah, so
that-
it's
that's quite
there's a
a
few, yeah. It's we have a few students,
number.
more than a handful. That's
So
what I can say.
there's a need there, quite a need there. Let me
Yes.
read off some of these comments here. We have, of course, Hilda Hibbert. Similar problems exist all over in most schools. And the challenge, Elizabeth Sitawa Kisiangane from Kenya, the challenges faced there in Jamaica are exactly the same ones. And she's a teacher as well in Kenya.
Mm-hmm.
And Saber, thanks to the organization for the water tanks. They're talking about Global Humanity Network.
Yeah.
And we have Lisa Richmond, so that is awesome. Referring to some of your comments, we have Ms. Hilda again saying well organized and well read, acting principal. And so some comments there, exactly the same. The Kenyan side of primary schools that they have in Kenya. We have comments from Jacob Baidu, he's from Ghana. So Jamaicans and Ghanaians have huge similarities. We have Western region here in Ghana. So some comments there just to, so things are similar across, when there are needs everywhere, right? It's not restricted or limited to Little London.
Right.
Primary infant school, I'm sure that's a story across the island. And as we can see in other countries as well. But you are doing your part, playing your role in acting principal to make a difference. And as you said, you're not one to sit and wait.
Right.
Especially when it's about security and safety issues. So, but we're not here saying that all things are bad. There's some good things as well.
Precisely.
Yeah, at the school. So let's talk about the variety of extracurricular activities at London Primary School.
So we have a wide range of extracurricular activities which benefit the students a lot, and they are excited to perform it, to take part in these extracurricular activities. Actually, they look forward to it on a bi-weekly basis because we don't do it every week. However, besides the clubs that we have, I soon give you a list of the clubs that we have. But besides the clubs that we have, we do participate in external competitions. And so it does take a lot on the part of the students as well as the teachers. So regarding the clubs, we have sports. We have a sport club. Now the sports take in netball, football, volleyball, cricket.
Can I play a video of a sports day?
Definitely. Go ahead. Oh, that's not sports day. That's Jamaica Day.
Let's play Jamaica Day.
All right, play Jamaica Day.
You can tell us about the day, okay?
Sure.
Talk while that's student playing the drum?
Yes, that's a student playing the drum.
Okay. Wow, was he playing a kete drum or something like that?
Yes.
Yeah, he's working.
Was that I think that's a Congo. The Congo.
Okay.
Effect. But yes, that was Jamaica Day. That was an item, by the way. It was a drumming item. So we had students sharing items from different cultural backgrounds and so forth. So he was doing the drumming. We had a Gere performance.
Mm-hmm.
The students dressed in their outfits, and they came out and they displayed the Gere dance. We also had, we didn't have any 9-night this year. We had dub poems.
What's the Gary dance?
The Gere dance. that's a dance that's originated by the Africans. So what happened is that they would do this dance during the Christmas time. Well, am I confusing it? Let me go back in my memory and make sure that I'm telling you the correct thing. So the Gera dance, no, it's not Christmas time. That is Jankuno. So
the masquerade.
Right, that is for the Christmas time. But the Gera dance was done when somebody passed away. So the Gera dance is done to cheer up the bereaved family. So they would do all manner of funny things, funny movements, and so forth. Yes, just to have the bereaved family laughing.
All right. So I'm going to play. These are some photos. I'm going to show them, and you can talk through them. And I think we'll have the sports thing come up in this. All right. So we have here a student.
All right. So yeah, that's what them. We have what we call a Mrs. Charlotte Craig Davis Math Morning Competition. That's our former principal. So the students would participate in questions, and then once they get them correct, they would be awarded prizes just to motivate them, and to create a sense of worth in them. So that's one student receiving his gift there. I think there's another with a girl.
Yeah, there's another one. And we have another one here.
Yeah, so that's another student who actually got her question correct. So she was awarded.
You have like spelling bee competition and all that?
Yes, we do participate in spelling as well. There's a national spelling bee competition.
How do we perform?
Well, it's done on different levels. Each time we participate, I think we got through to not the national level, the regional level at one year. However, for the other years, we have not gone further than the local level there.
Okay.
So that's our netball team there. We have won quite a number of competitions. We participate in the in-sport competition that caters to netball and football. We have our students, our netballers have got numerous awards too. We got most valuable player, and we also got best defender, and these students, I know for sure that participation in these activities at primary school benefit the students. Majority of the students who leave our school for high school, once they were on a particular team, they continue developing these skills. And we have students who play on the high school teams. You understand? Students who play for community teams and so forth. That's our football team. Again, we have gotten quite a number of awards. They received quite a number of awards there too. Most valuable player and best defender. And so
football as in soccer as in football.
Soccer, right. That football.
But some parts of the world, they say, most parts say football, some parts say soccer. And this is
that's the netball team again.
The netball team.
Yeah.
And what do we have?
Those are cheerleaders from Miles House. So we have three houses at three competing houses at Sports Day. So we have red, yellow, and green. So that's Red House, Miles House. They were just about to start their cheerleading competition there.
Okay.
So that's one of the
it's a competitive thing, huh?
Pardon me?
Cheerleading is competitive.
Yes, man. That is what we used to open our sports day. So everybody looks forward to it on a yearly basis. The parents come out, the parents assist too. You realize that they're decked out in their uniforms. The sponsors for the houses, they assist in preparing, getting the funds to buy the material to get it sewn and all of that. So that's just one house there.
Okay, let's see what else we have here.
That now is Careers Day. So that's an annual event too, where the students, they dress in whatever career outfit that they think that they would want to pursue later in life. And they come decked out in these outfits. And we have individuals, past students, as well as persons who are not affiliated with the school any at all. They come in and they address the students. They do like presentations, show even We had chefs coming in who actually prepare meals, showing the students, first-hand experience.
Oh,
Yes.
I
So
see. I
that
see
was the part.
doctors. I see
Yeah,
nurses.
man. Every profession that you can think of. I
Is
mean,
represented.
over
That
the
is.
years.
And how often do you have career day? How often?
Once per year.
Once per
Once per
year.
year. Yeah.
What time of the year?
When is Careers Day? Careers Day is normally in May, March or May.
Okay.
March or May, I think.
Wow.
Let me do a quick check.
Wow. And while you're checking, let's talk about the community and parental support. What is that like?
Right. Parental support is, I would say, I would give it probably a 75%.
So
Yeah.
in support. In support.
Yes, in support.
Hmm.
Yes, I must say the parents definitely, they are working hand in hand with the school. I mean, as I always say, you're not gonna get everybody on board,
Hmm.
but you have parents who come in and volunteer from time to time. Even the other day, we
Hmm.
had parents who came in and they read stories to the children during Parents Month, which we are
Hmm.
still in Parent Month. Yes, we have parents who came in, they volunteer. Even right now, I have a parent who is volunteering to assist in painting the school.
Hmm.
We had parents came in, they saw the walkway, the driveway rather, where because of the heavy trucks like the water truck and the garbage truck, it kind of sink the asphalt. And they came in and they saw that the driveway needed some assistance, and without even asking, they just come and just got some stones in and level out the driveway.
Hmm.
And we have parents coming in, they work hand in hand with the teachers to basically show the children that you cannot escape from us. So you cannot trick one and expect to get away with this, because the teachers and the students are working, not the students, the teachers and the parents are in fact working together. So we do get support. we,
Yeah,
we
support.
yes.
And I know you said what about 75%? And do you see a trend? Is it getting better? Is it increasing?
Yes, I mean, when I said the 75%, I'm talking no,
Hmm.
specifically to no. Yes, it has increased, and I am looking forward to even a greater increase working together with these parents.
Any specific strategy that you have to engage more?
Well, all I do is just be inclusive. I try to be inclusive as best as possible, and I delegate duties so everyone feel valued. So I don't just take on everything at the school and say, okay, I am the acting principal, so I need to get this done. No, you look at the strengths of the persons. Just a second.
No problem.
I'm live. You look at the strengths of the community. When the parents come to parent teachers meeting, you find out where their strength lie, and you talk,
Of
form
course.
that relationship with them, and then
Mhm.
they will do basically anything. They'll help you. They'll assist you.
And just a comment here, you have awesome parents. I can say for where I teach, and this is in Kenya, parental support is below 50%. So
My word.
yeah. And the next type of support that is important is past student support.
Past students.
Yeah. How is that working?
All right. We don't have a past student association and alumni as we speak, which
Mhm.
we're hoping to implement one in the near future. However, where the past students mostly contribute is, one, on Careers Day, when they come in to do their presentations. It's mostly past students that we utilize and members of the community. And two, we have sponsorships, scholarships at the end of the school year. So at graduation, past students will donate. They'll donate funds
Mhm.
that will assist the students
Mhm.
when they are going over into high school. So
Okay.
that's where majority of the work from past students is done.
So some consistency would certainly help, not just on
Yes.
special occasions, but
Right.
through. throughout. I think so. That's something I'm sure you have some plans to improve that.
Yes, most definitely.
Most definitely. Let's take another quick break because we get it, and then we come back and we'll wrap up because I know you have to get back to school.
Right.
You actually had to take time off.
Right.
This conversation. So let's take a quick break, then we'll come back and wrap up. Okay.
Right.
A trail is written of hearts that strive. Through fire and flame, they find their way, becoming iron where courage holds sway. Becoming iron, with hearts forged in fire. Tales of courage and conviction rising even higher. Displaying strength in the fiercest fight, becoming iron, shining in the night. Faces the darkest night. The empowered man fights with all his might. The resilient man stands unwavering and strong. The inspired man knows where he belongs. Together they rise, conquering fears, becoming iron through trials and fears. Becoming iron with hearts forged in fire. Tales of courage and conviction rising even higher. Displaying strength in the fiercest fight, becoming iron, shining in the night. Becoming iron, shining in the night. The brave man faces the darkest night. The empowered man fights with all his might. The resilient man stands unwavering and strong. The inspired man knows where he belongs. Becoming iron rose where he belongs. Becoming iron, shining in the night. Becoming iron with hearts forged in fire. Tales of courage and conviction rising even higher. Displaying strength in the fiercest fight. Men becoming iron, shining in the night.
Right, welcome back. Welcome back to Life-Changing Conversation to Inspire Actions. My guest is Acting Principal, Ms. Nerissa Stephens, Little London High School. No, I keep bringing it back. Trying to tell you something. Trying to tell you something. Little London Primary School and Infant School, and how important is that to be the acting principal at those institutions at the primary school level and the infant school level, because that's where it all begins, right?
Yeah.
So very important. I know we don't have getting ready to wrap up. So what I would like to do, I want to really, because we need to highlight needs.
Mm-hmm.
Highlight needs. So I want to run through these things real quick, and won't take much time. There's a need. Rainwater harvesting is a big deal there. You want to implement a rainwater harvesting system to help mitigate against water crisis in the community and to promote sustainability.
Right.
The school is in need of there's a PA system.
There's no PA system as we speak.
There's no PA system.
No.
And so we'll facilitate effective communication across the compound, linking both primary and the infant department.
Right.
It's a big deal. Security is a big deal.
Yeah.
Sense of a security system has resulted in numerous break-ins, not a good thing. So therefore, installing a comprehensive security system is a priority of yours.
Yeah.
Right? And we know you don't want to get in the line for that. The ICT infrastructure, your plan is to equip all classrooms with ICT devices, starting with smart TVs, to enhance teaching and learning experiences.
Yeah.
Again, this is from the list you sent me.
Yeah.
Facelift to the plan, enhancing the aesthetics appeal of our schools surrounded with fresh paint and murals will create a welcoming environment for students, staff, and visitors, right? You want to create an environment that is conducive for learning, that students will look forward to come to, right?
Yeah.
Signage. Installing clear and visible signage will improve navigation, safety, and overall communication within the school compound. And the bathroom facilities. The current bathroom facilities are inadequate for our student population. We aim to renovate and expand these facilities to ensure a clean, safe, and healthy environment for all. By addressing these areas needing improvement, you believe that you can further enhance the quality of education, safety, and overall experience for
Yeah.
the students at Little London Primary School and Infant School. Those are your words. I'm just reading them.
Yes.
How do you hope to achieve this? All of
Well,
these.
actually, we are seeking sponsorship. We are seeking donations from anyone who is able to do so. We will put plans in place, step by step strategic planning, and on how we will, prioritize which one goes first. And we plan to do a little fundraising of our own, as well as seek the assistance from the ministry and from the community itself. So hopefully we can kick things off, get them achieving things one step at a time until we get to where we truly want to be.
And of all those things, what's the number one priority?
But the number one priority right now is actually facelifting, dealing with the infrastructure of the school. The rainwater harvesting, we have a short-term thing in place, so that's fine for now. But this one was left off the list. I don't know why it was left off the list.
Let's add it.
You see, I mentioned earlier that the infant department has 6 teachers. However, there are only 5 classes right now because one of the classes that we utilize, it is in a deplorable condition. We got a container. We got a container from a donor, and we fixed up a little section at the front. However, over the years, it has deteriorated, and we were not able to sustain it, basically. So we had to move the students from out of it because it's detrimental to their health, the condition that it was in. So we had to basically just have 5 classes. So we are looking at working on that, as well as in the school, the facelift in the school and patching up some of the areas because an earthquake had passed through, not this recent earthquake, but there was a great earthquake. I don't remember what month, but it was felt straight across the island and the magnitude was very huge and it riddled through the walls. Cracks are found everywhere. Can you believe that concrete structure is leaking? That is what we are faced with right now. So we are looking at, definitely fixing these areas and just making the building safe, the building and the school itself, including the perimeter wall. So,
and we're talking about the infant school.
The primary school has the leakages in the walls. The infant school, that is the one with the building that is no longer inhabitable.
That's the one, because I visited that school.
Yeah.
Definitely needs some work.
Yeah.
Definitely needs some work, and we have to make sure we protect the little ones.
Exactly.
They are the real future, right? Yeah. They're the real future. We don't have much time. I know you got to get back to school. Is there anything else you'd like to add that you have not yet said, but is important and want to get it out?
Well, in just wrapping up, I just say that my intention as the acting principal is to just empower the generations to come, students, educators, leaders. I really want to inspire people to become active citizens, to become critical thinkers, and to just be compassionate change makers. I know one of me is not sufficient. They won't be exactly me, but if I can help to create people who have this passion and drive as myself, then I know that the community will definitely be a better place. The world at large will be a better place. So starting with one place.
And we're okay to start right there.
Right here.
And that's home. That's home, right? Before we close out, I just want to say, Hibbert, your chairperson, the container house, a library in the infant department that is now abandoned.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a problem. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to invite you and Mrs. Hibbert to a meeting where my nonprofit organization, Global Humanity Network, we're having a meeting next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday.
It will be in the evening, nighttime, maybe, but we will invite you to come and share some of your concerns, issues, and so forth with the directors, and we'll see what happens, right?
Sure.
We'll see what.
That.
Yeah, we'll see what we have to start somewhere, and I guess we can start my organization.
Yeah.
To see what is possible, what we can do with our, limited resources, right?
If each individual just look at what they can do to assist, I mean, it can go a far way, and we really appreciate just the consideration.
Yeah, we need more than consideration, though.
Yeah, but I mean, I appreciate. I'm not gonna. I do appreciate it.
Great, but we need action. We need action, and that's what life-changing conversations is all about. To inspire actions.
Yeah.
And today, my guest is acting principal, Ms. Nerissa Stephens.
Yeah.
And she's not just the acting principal. I'm going to get it right this time. Of Little London Primary School, but also infant school. Infant school. So I just want to say thank you for joining me, for coming on. And for anyone out there who's watching and watched us today, please share the broadcast, because this is information that we don't want to keep to ourselves. We want to get it out there. We want to get it out because you never know who's going to be watching and who will have the resources to make a difference. So I really appreciate you coming on, Nerissa. Taking time away from skipping school, skipping classes to come on and share with us. But I believe it was important. Yeah. And what you share with us, will shed some light on the good things that are happening and the not so good things that are happening. Needs, especially. Because, I think especially us that went to that school, and many of us went there who are having a pretty decent life and are more than capable of doing something. So we wanted us, reach out to them and appeal to their sense, of giving back and kindness, compassion, and we know they will do something, but we must reach out to them because you'll be surprised. Many individuals are not aware of the situation there.
That's true. That's true.
Many. So once you get the word out, I believe it will make a difference. So I'd like to have you to come back on one of my evening programs because there's so much more we need to talk about. So I'll extend that invitation for you to come on. Next time, I want you to come on with your chairperson, both of you together on the evening program so we can talk about what we can do. I have a vested interest in Little London. That's where I'm from.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to do something. We're going to see something happen. Then for those watching, I appreciate you taking the time away from your lunch to join me today. I see a comment just popped in. It's actually from my brother. He said, continue your good work, Principal Stephens.
Thank you.
Yeah, so thanks for watching Life-Changing Conversations to Inspire Actions, and blessings always.
I'm a boy kid, I'm a boy kid. I'm a boy kid, I'm a boy kid.